And it's Wednesday. I'm Shelley Whitehead with the Owatonna Today Show. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's going to be a great day. We're going to be talking to some of the candidates that are asking for your vote, and we'd love for you to stick with us and hear what they have to say so you can be an informed voter. It's a great opportunity for you, so please stay with us. We want to remind you that you can see us right here on Charter Channel 8 6 times a week. Also, you can check us out on the internet. We are on Blip TV as well as YouTube. And if you like us on Facebook, right now we're giving away a pair of tickets to the Steele County Blades home games. This is a gift to us from the Steele County Blades. We'd love for you to join us. A little bit of hockey, a little bit of fun, but you got to like us on Facebook. And when you do that, we will post this show right to your homepage, so you can just check it out at your convenience. We do love your information. When you have ideas for something that you'd like to see right here on the Owatonna Today Show, there's lots of ways you can tell us about it. There is, of course, Owatonna Today at charter.net, or you can give Leanne a call. Her phone number is 390-5751. Let us know some ideas that you'd like to see right here on the show. But for now, we've got a great show coming up for you. We're going to be speaking with, we've got John Petersburg and Craig Brenden, the Minnesota State Representative candidates for District 24A, as well as Vern, Swedin, and Vicki, Jensen for Minnesota State Senate candidates District 24. We want you to stick around and hear what they have to say. We'll be right back here on the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, I'm Sean McNulty with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House in Clarebridge, and we're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now, I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Giltfett of Horizon Eye Care Professionals. Eye care you can trust. We're proud supporters of Owatonna Today.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Shelley Whitehead. I have with me Craig Brenden and John Petersburg. These two gentlemen are asking for your votes for the Minnesota State Representative candidates, District 24. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning. Good morning.
Thank you so much for being with us today. This is a great opportunity for you to speak to the voting public. And so we're going to ask you a couple of questions, and then you guys can give us a quick idea of who you are and what your stand is this season. So first of all, we'll start with you, Craig. I want to ask you to tell us about yourself, work, family, and why you are running for office.
Well, Shelley, I'm a Minnesota boy, born and bred, raised in Rotsey, Minnesota, went to North Dakota State University in Fargo, where I received my music education degree. I've been teaching music, band, choir, guitar for the past 21 years. I'm also a retired veteran of the National Guard here in Minnesota, having served 30 years, served a tour of duty in Iraq with our Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2009-2010. And the reason I'm running is that I'm frustrated with the way our government is working right now, our state government in particular. I want to make sure that we work hard to prevent future government gridlock. It's time to listen to the people and communicate and cooperate and get things done.
Thank you. John, let's ask you the same question. Tell us about yourself, your work, your family, and why you're running.
Thank you, Shelley. My name is John Petersburg, and I've been a local resident of the Owatonna area for almost all my life. I've been a farmer, and I grew up on a farm as well. And I believe this community has given me an awful lot of blessings. This community has been very good to me. It's developed a sense of experience that I think I can bring to the legislature, and I think it's time for me to give back to the community. I want to be able to share with the community and share up at St. Paul the importance of what this community around Owatonna and Waseca really has to offer. And so that's my challenge. My wife Susan is a great supporter, and together we've been campaigning, and she loves it as much as I do.
Thank you. John, I want to ask you, what life experiences have you had that makes you feel that you would be a good candidate for this elected office?
Well, as I said before, I grew up on a farm and farmed myself for 15 years, so I know the agricultural area around here when we are still heavily agricultural. I also was on the school board at Claremont and then Triton for 10 years, and so I understand education and the importance of education as well. The last 15 years I've been church administrator, which has allowed me to learn the experiences needed to bring people together, to build consensus, and deal with difficult and controversial issues, and still at the end of the day feel good about what you come up with.
Okay, Craig, the same question to you. What life experiences have you had that makes you feel like you would be a good candidate for office?
Well, one of the things that I learned in my time in the military is that when you develop plans and ideas for what's going on, you have to look at long-term goals. You have to have a plan for the future, and you have to start back from that at where you are today and start building things up to get to that plan to reach it. While you're doing that, you refine your plan all the way up, step it up, and tweak it and make it more usable for us so we can achieve that goal when we get there. It's what I learned, and I stand by that. I worked hard with that for 30 years, developing and not only that, but training those people who are going to take my place. So it's listening to the experts that you have and working with them to get things done.
Okay. Craig, the next question goes to you. What challenges do you feel that the state legislature has right now, and what would you propose to maybe solve some of these challenges?
Well, I think what we need to do is look at how we're going to prevent future government gridlock. The idea that working against each other is a thing of the past. We need to be able to sit down, look at all the options that are available to us, and work to develop legislation and policies that are going to be beneficial to the state. And if they're beneficial to the state, they're going to be usable by the people in our district. Those are the things we have to look at. How is it going to affect the people here? And by listening to our constituents and working with the people that we see on a day-to-day basis back home, that's how we're going to create good ideas for our state, how we're going to make things happen for us, instead of listening to what other people say that are influential from a party standpoint. We need to put some of the party things aside and say, this is about the people. This is about the people of Minnesota and how we'll be doing things to make it better for all of us.
Okay. John, same question. What challenges do you feel that we have in the state legislature right now, and what do you propose to maybe solve some of these challenges?
Obviously, I think the economy and creating jobs are going to be the primary responsibility of this legislature. Things are starting to turn around now, but we need to continue on with that. The prosperity that all of us would like to have for ourselves demand that we have a better economy, and that means that the government has to do whatever it can to promote not only business, but entrepreneurs and those creating the jobs as well. Job creation will get us all working again. Even though Minnesota is lower employment rate than the rest of the country, we still need to improve upon that. We have some infrastructure issues and some school district funding needs that are also very, very high on that list of priorities. I was just meeting with the school board here in Owatonna before I came here, and we were talking about the limited dollars and the shift dollars that we need to really deal with and how we pay that back. So there are a lot of challenges, Shelley, and we're going to have to really work hard at them.
The next question, there has been, I think you both will agree, a lot of partisanship in state legislature in the past couple of sessions. And I'm wondering, John, if you can just tell me what you feel is the best path to take should you be elected, and will you vote the party line?
You know, I was asked that by a caller from one of the voters here. They got one of my lit pieces in their door, as a lot of people have, and he called me up and says, how can you eliminate some of that gridlock? I said, what kind of skills do you have? And I told him, I said, well, my belief is that if you go into any kind of discussion, if you're willing to listen first, discuss and debate the issue second, and then decide, you have a much better opportunity of understanding both sides, where the alternatives might be, than which you can come together and bring closure and resolve the issue. So those are some of my strengths and why I believe that that's important.
You already addressed this a little bit, Craig, but would you like to further talk a little bit about what you would do, and will you vote party lines?
Well, yeah, we need to make sure that we look at a broad scope of things. We have to get things working together for people, and that's by listening and talking to the people, talking to the voters, talking to other party members, whether it be from your party or from across the aisle. Everybody's got great ideas out there to solve the problems of Minnesota. What we need to do is put them all out on the table, sit down and talk through them. What is going to be best? What is going to be beneficial for us here in the state, that is the key. When we do that, we're able to look at a broad scope of things that we're going to be working to improve Minnesota and where we're going to be for the future.
Good. Gentlemen, we're going to take the next little opportunity, give you a chance to speak straight to the voters. It'll be a little bit of time for you just to tell them why you think why you would like them to vote for you. So we'll give you a chance to do that. Craig, we're going to start with you.
Well, I bring the spirit of cooperation, Shelley. I think that's one of the things that I've worked at all my life in education, is working with people and being able to listen to people, their ideas and what they have, and working together to make things happen that are going to be positive for an outcome in the future. Looking ahead, like I said earlier, we need to develop long-term goals. We can't afford to have one-time fixes using one-time monies to gloss things over and push it on to the next legislative session. We need to be thinking long-term. When we start thinking long-term, we can decide upon how we're going to do it and work our way towards those goals and make something affordable and tangible for the people of Minnesota.
Okay, thank you. And John, this is now your opportunity to speak straight to the voters and tell them why they should vote for you.
Well, I have the experience. I'm a homegrown boy that has lived with around all of you, and you have really participated in my life, and I can represent you as well as anybody can. And I believe that I have the experience that is necessary to bring people together, to find the solutions that are out there. And believe me, the solutions are out there. We just need to work at them and create them. I understand this area, and I understand the needs that you have, and I believe that I will be the best candidate for you. I believe I'm the right choice for a new voice up in St. Paul.
Gentlemen, I want to thank you for your time today, the commitment that you came in to share with people, everyone, what you thought, your feelings. We really do appreciate it. And I know that if anyone has questions, that they can contact you at your different campaigns, and then you'll be glad to answer those questions?
Correct.
Yes,
Yep.
Good. Well, thank you again for
Thanks,
your time.
Shelley.
Yes. We'll be right back. We're going to be speaking next with Vern, Swedin, and Vicki Jensen. They are the state Senate candidates for District 24, so stick with us right here on the Owatonna Today Show.
I'm Diane Wilson of Profinian Financial, the bank that helps you achieve your financial dreams. Profinian Financial is proud to be a supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Rick Smith, Golf Course Superintendent of the Brooktree Golf Course. Brooktree is an 18-hole championship golf course featuring well-manicured greens, tees, and fairways. We are open to the public. I challenge you to find a better maintained golf course for the money we charge here at Brooktree. Come on out and play Brooktree, a great golf course.
Effective Monday, October 15th, the clinic main entrance will be closed for construction. Please use our temporary entrance, the dialysis doors, and/or the hospital main entrance. We appreciate your patience during our construction, but at the end, we'll have a pleasant entrance that is larger, warmer, and safe for our patients. Again, starting Monday, October 15th, the clinic main entrance will be closed for construction. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amy Swain of Amy Swain Hearing Centers. I know that buying a hearing aid can be confusing and difficult. My job is to make that easier for you. With 18 years of experience with many different brands of hearing instruments, I can help you make the best choice. Remember, when purchasing a hearing aid, you are entitled to a trial period, and during that trial period, if you are not satisfied, then you can try a different brand or style. At Amy Swain Hearing Centers of Owatonna, Austin, and Waseca, we believe you deserve to hear better.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Shelley Whitehead. I have now with me, we have Vicki Jensen and Vern Swedin. These are the two people asking for your votes for the State Senate District 24. So we're going to talk to them just like we did the other two candidates and ask them some questions. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Not too nervous,
Great.
are you?
No.
Good. Yeah, I don't, claws are put away today. Had a long weekend. Yeah.
Thank you.
You caught me on a good day.
Thanks for Halloween.
Yeah, exactly, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to ask the same questions you heard the gentlemen. So we're going to start with you, Vicki. Okay. I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself, your family, your work, and then why you're running.
Sure. I'm Vicki Jensen. I'm a wife and a mother of three. I have Miranda, Ryan and Benjamin. My husband Trevor and I live in Owatonna, and we own and operate an independent insurance agency together. And I'm running for state senate because I've been working for the last 10 years on issues and policy issues that affect people that live in this area, and I would just really like to take that experience, passion, and knowledge to the state and work for and represent the people that live in this district.
Good, thank you.
Yes.
Vern, I'm going to ask you the same questions. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your family, your work, and why you're running.
My wife Darcy and I live here in Owatonna. We've been married 20 years, and we have 2 kids in the Owatonna school systems, an 18-year-old daughter and a 14-year-old son. We have a little consulting business that we work with developing new strategic markets for pretty large companies, and we've helped develop hundreds of jobs throughout the country, and we feel the economy right here in Minnesota is the answer. Growing the economy, putting all those business skills, doing the math, and making priorities the most important thing is what we're after. So we're excited to serve.
Good. It's good to meet both of you. Thank you for joining us today. We're going to ask you, Vern, what life experience have you had that makes you feel like you're a good candidate for this office?
I've been in the satellite TV business for the majority of my life, and I've worked throughout the United States and stayed right here in Minnesota. All businesses need to do the math first. I've worked in businesses where they're at the failing point and they've had to strategically do new things. I've worked in the tech area to where watching bubbles grow, and then collapse. Part of what government meant to me was there seems to be a tax bubble. It can only grow so much until something comes loose, something breaks. So that experience that I have in business, I would like to take to the government as well.
Okay, good. Thank you. Vicki, same question to you.
Sure. A lot of my experience goes back even to high school. I was the treasurer of my senior class. I tried out for the boys baseball team at one point because we didn't have a girls softball team, and it was something that we really wanted, and so I took action and did that. And that's carried through throughout my life. Currently, I'm on the Owatonna School Board, and I do that because I value education, and I think I can bring some leadership in that area. I serve as Secretary-Treasurer of Steele County Farmers Union. My background is in agriculture. My father owned and operated he was an elevator manager for over 50 years, and my husband's family farm, so very connected to agriculture and some of the things and issues that they're facing. So I serve in that group, so I can advocate for those things. I'm also the legislative chair of Minnesota Businesswomen because the diversity that we have and the things that affect us as women, I just think it's really important to educate ourselves and to make sure that we're on top of policy issues that affect our lives. So I've always been and taken on issues that I feel are really important, and I just really would like to take some of that knowledge and experience to the state.
Good, thank you. The next question we have for you is, what challenges do you feel that we have in our state legislature right now, and what do you propose to solve some of these challenges?
Well, the thing that I see, and from the outside, because I haven't been in yet, but what I see is some conversations that don't appear to be honest. I mean, we have to take a look at our demographics in Minnesota. We have an aging population, so no matter how much we grow and how much we put into different things, we might be faced with looking at differences in how we normally expect our services to be delivered. And that's okay as long as we're having that conversation with the voters and making sure that they understand when I go up to the state and I'm working on these policy issues, that I can come back and explain to them why I took the vote that I did. Because you can't vote the way everyone wants you to, but you have to educate yourself, do your homework, make sure you understand the impact that those decisions up at the state are going to have for the people that live here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Vern, same questions to you. What are some of the challenges you see in the state legislature right now, and what do you propose to help solve those problems?
There seems to be tons of bills, tons of things that seem to be really important, and I think the lack of priorities first becomes the challenge and the limiter for people to really, if you're making the best decision, you have to be making the best decision based on the priority. And if things are just simply important, that's sometimes not enough. Making certain that people come to agree on what the priorities are, things like economic growth within our state. We're starting to lose some competitiveness with our bordering states. based on our corporate tax climate. That's going to have a long-term effect. We're already seeing some of that now. It would be beneficial for us to make certain that we are competitive and we stay competitive, and I want to make certain that that becomes the priority for us, because raising the economy does take care of people, and people are the most important priority for us. So.
Okay, thank you. We'll get another question to you, Vern. There is a lot of partisanship, it's a hard word to say too, in state legislature and the Senate the past couple of sessions. Now, what type of path do you feel is best path to take if you're elected? Will you vote party lines?
I'm kind of anti-party. I tell jokes about parties because it's sometimes silly. The reality is that I won't vote just simply party lines. Sometimes it's the right vote for myself and the people that I represent, but it's not a party line issue to me. Again, it's what is the priority, and the strongest voices in our state should be leading us in the Senate and focused on the priorities, making first things first at all times. And I think when people have that opportunity, the 67 senators should be able to agree on what the priorities are, and keeping those front and center and making those first things first is the key.
Vicki, same question to you.
Sure. This is what I hear at the doors most often, is a frustration that people aren't working together to try to solve solutions and do some things that impact them where they live, in their home and in their life and in their business. I think being on the Owatonna School Board gave me the opportunity to practice and try to determine if this was something that I wanted to pursue. You have to take small steps, and you have to look at policy for what is it intending to do? Is it going to do that? Do we want it to do that? And how can we improve it? So always, as a legislator, I would always, no matter who's written the bill, authored the bill, or putting it forward, I would seek to know and understand those four things, and then always make sure that I can add something to improve it, because you can always do that. And that's what I would focus on. So you kind of get out of the partisanship if you focus on the policy and the people that it affects back home, and that's what I would do.
Good, thank you. We're going to give you an opportunity now to speak directly to the voters and tell them why you would like them to vote for you. So we're going to start with you, Vicki.
Okay, thank you. I'm Vicki Jensen. I'm a wife and a mother, and I've been working for the past 10 years on policy issues. I know that we have to look at the economics. That's why I worked on the City Efficiency Task Force, to try to determine where we can find efficiencies and try to create effective government. And I understand that what you want is stability, and you want to know that the people that are handling those funds and trying to make those policy decisions are doing that in a way that's honest and can communicate to you how it's going to affect you. I think you should send someone with strong, independent leadership, and I've shown that and proven that in some of the positions that I've had, and I would appreciate your vote on November 6th.
Thank you, Vicki. Vern, we're going to, same question to you. Talk to the voters, tell them why they should vote for you.
I will always try to make things as simple as possible. Put a bit of Google in the formula. I hear a lot about all the formulas that support human health services and our education system, and a lot of those formulas haven't, local government aid, a lot of those formulas haven't been changed or reinstituted in a way that actually does allow us to do it right. I'll bring a new level of creativity and energy to it, and make it fun. I want 67 people to come together and make certain that we are focused on the priorities. I will influence that based on my leadership experience that I've done with multi-billion-dollar companies over the last 22 years, and I will make certain that Minnesota has a strong voice here in District 24. Thank you for your vote on November 6th. I look forward to serving.
Thank you so much for your time today. I know you're both very busy. And again, people can contact you if they have questions through your websites and that kind of thing. And
Absolutely.
We do encourage you to do that. Talk to those people who are hoping to represent you. We'll be right back with the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Jake with Napa Auto Parts.
Napa has the know-how for all your automotive needs.
Napa is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Out! with the old and in with the new. I'm the Steele County Trash Queen saying recycle more, Steele County, with our new covered recycling carts. Throw everything together, no sorting needed. Just make sure the container is clean and empty. Recycle paper cartons from milk, juice, and broth, empty plant pots, yogurt cups and lids, ice cream pails and lids, clear plastic containers from berries and baked goods, empty prescription bottles, in fact, any plastic container with a number 1 through 5 and 7, no number 6. Recycle more. It's so easy.
Hi, I'm Jan Hansen, and I am at A+ So and Back, the fun place to be. We are proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
United Way funds 28 local programs that change lives in Steele County. Programs that provide children tools for success, help adults gain self-sufficiency, provide basic necessity for people experiencing hard times, and give seniors the support they need to live healthy, active lives. United Way is there for your friends, your family, and neighbors 365 days a year. They count on us. Once a year, we ask you to be there for United Way. We're counting on you. Please give generously to the United Way of Steele County.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. I do want to remind you that if you like us on the Owatonna Today Show Facebook page, you can win 2 sets of tickets to the Steele County Blades home games. They'd love for you to join them as they're starting this hockey season, and it'll be a lot of fun for you and your family, and they're free. So go ahead and like us on the Facebook page and get to see those your own hometown playing hockey. It'll be a great time. I do want to remind you that this Saturday from 9 to noon is the Retrofit Companies is having a recycle program for electronics. And I'm going to read a quick list of some of the things that you can bring. And they do charge a little bit based on the price and the object, but you can bring fluorescent bulbs, batteries, lead acid batteries, thermometers and thermostats, excuse me, ballasts, appliances, not air conditioning, but other appliances. You can bring actually window air conditioning units, monitors and TVs. Actually, if you brought covered electronic devices, those are free. And any other electronic devices like keyboards, mice, speakers, circuit boards, e-scrap, those will all be free. So we really encourage you to bring printers, laptops, hard drives, CPUs, VCRs, DVD players. These are all things you do not want to put in your trash can because of the different components that are in them. And so by taking them this Saturday to the Retrofit Companies and recycling these and maybe paying a nominal fee, you're actually really helping the environment, and they can actually recycle these in a good way and make good use of them. So I do encourage you to do that. I also want to remind you about the Jack-o'-lantern contest that's happening at the Riverbend Nature Center, and this is for kids 12 and under. There are adult prizes as well, and the pumpkins with the most votes in each category will win prizes. One prize is a $50 gift certificate for the Just Foods Co-op in Northfield, and we really want to encourage you to have some fun with your family. Make some of these great jack-o'-lanterns, bring them to the Riverbend Nature Center, and then they're going to put them along the paths, and so everyone else gets to see all the fun that you had with them as well. Really encourage you that. Also remember, it is an enhanced enforcement of the seatbelt law right now going on through the 26th. Wear your seatbelts and make sure your children are in the appropriate child safety seats because they are checking, being a little bit more observant and careful of these kind of things with law enforcement. So we want to really encourage you to do that. And also Pastimes is coming up November 1st through 5th at November 1st from 5 to 8 and 2nd from 9 to 7. That's the Owatonna Arts Center. They'd love for you to come and see some of the handcrafted items. A lot of great handcrafted items. It's 3 days. Oh, I'm so confused. Leanne's just throwing things at me.
I'm sorry.
You know what? It's been great having you here today, and we'll see you back on Friday. This is the Owatonna Today Show.